Sun Falcon, niggas like the swagger. Copper sports Jaguar, I'm Ethan fuck a gun. I'm shooting raised gamma. Allergic to banana, not the clips below the hammer. Fuck that cave bitch cracker. King Asiatic, no one's equal to the master. MC not a rapper, cosmic DJ and dancer. Thought streams, hieroglyphic, fought fiends, optimistic, never of the outcome. Feds are never outrun, cause I didn't have to. Spit without the actual. My tempo holds the thoughts of Sheikh Sharif Abdul. My body is the capsule, extra terra astral. Coming like the normal, straight back to Lesbo. I'm running out the homo, not against the person, just against the culture. Situations worse than when we swarming like a vulture. Not to scavenge, I'm here to avenge. Some transform, but I'm here to transcend. Wake you out your sleep, the shepherd of the sheep. Living on the bass chakra, booming in your Jeep. You're going back to Cali, never heard of Lakshmi. I'm the black one who's the consort of Cali. Not Yoga Yuga, freeze you with the mudra. Return of Naga Judah, it's the Moorish Sufi Buddha. Killed by a trooper, was Milton William Cooper. Behold a pale horse, on cell stalking moss. Radiate your corpse, there's worms and porks. Staying in your forks, but they judging me in courts. And swearing on a book. And when I swear at home, I'm getting dirty looks. I'm innocent, I'm leaving. Heathens' brains leaking. Not from the bomb, when I'm strong and cheating. Facts get your beating. You could say a haze and some think that I'm Bayesian. But when you hear the Trinity, boy, I cuss you in Jamaican. Sun Falcon L, Sun Falcon L, Sun Falcon L, Sun Falcon L. Walking out of hell. Some think rebel, well I mean rebel. Shoot up the closets, got them hiding in the cupboard. When they come with thoughts and call me Negro or colored, but sometimes black, that's an adjective at that. They pinch emotion nerves to make you react. Rose gets a park, but a road for Mike Myers, who's alive and works for television liars. Satellite or neck, saddle or a vet. I'm not looking for love, man, I'm demanding respect. You're slamming on your gavel, then I'm standing on my square. Astro projecting in the realm, I reappear. Calling the soul plane, I saw the prophet there. Don't talk unless address or get the death stare. Dealing with one-on-one questions, Quran. Muslim, not Muslims, praying on my hands. Praises to Allah, praises to Jah, praises to Olokuno Guno Batala, praises to Ra, God, my Ba and my Ka. Blacks think that the Masons when we are the sons of Ma. You need to wake up. You need to wake up. You need to wake up. Haram Habib. You need to wake up.
In the spirit of a prophet in Islam, we study the ancient manuscripts, Moorish, Quran. Everything we do is halal, some haram. No, it sounds like the hook, but this is the song. When I see a brother, I greet him with salam. Want the whole truth about Hitler and Saddam. Devastated what you did in Vietnam. Out of this advantage, so they had to use bombs. It's been a few years, I read my Proverbs and Psalms. When I see my sisters, I tell them sit calm. It's your destiny, you hold it in your palm. Mr. Popularity never cared about the prom. One of life's great mysteries, young phenom. I am that I am, that's word to my mom. Moved out the rough edges, eliminate the arms. Know what you're pledging, no Uncle Tom. Coming for our territory, taking back Guam. With that old time good spell, I wave my magic wand. Now omnipresent vibration sound is on. It's on.
Don't give it away. Yo, Mars don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Get me the stay. Great masterpiece for masters trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like a masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. They play your life but try to take you. Can you count how many times I try try and break you. Try to guide a great clue. Struggle size HU. Mind of my own with a great truth. I sip a little great goose while swerving on the state troops while plotting my escape of they rules, they schools, they jewels. They couldn't help my shine like chemicals. I'm at the top of my class on the pedestal. I throw that letter to that's HB number 2 and keep my name out your mouth unless it's about the bread, my youth. Put the come up with the money that you run up when this chrome game turn up in my young guards aim and shoot with your lame excuse. No, I never dead. This a full force sound system level that. Yo, you only talking fee out where your levels at. This is God body. Show me where the devil at. I'll let you read what this life about. We the lawmakers, architects, and still they doubt. We keep it factual with math and science practical. They love to hate the natural. Pain with the gain, no clout. A little fame couldn't stray. I remain on route. I move mountains, earthquakes on speakers. Something off the counting these occurrences. They speechless for the world. I'm the teacher. I'm sure like the beaches, keeping everything du jour. I'm the one with the features that they envy. We the reason that they seek us to take us out every season. So. Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Give me the state. Drink the masterpiece. The master's trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like the masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Why am I in this?
Good. Good. Goddess outstanding, keeps order, she de jour. I thought Orisha Omega deity, she a Moor. Amongst the elite, but relate to the poor. She command the fleet first to step on the shore. Snooze never sleep, won't hear me snore.
Hey yo, play me once, you'll never snake me twice. Break this smoke and never save my life. Never rolling with that piece, so respect my life. Respect my life, yo. Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Give me the state. Drink the masterpiece. The master's trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like the masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Respect my life. 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 Never. Hello. ¿Cómo está? Hey. You know the PM studio, man. 7998 Premier Road. Yeah, go with it. Hello. Buenas noches. Why did I go to the end of the song for real?
The world is my oyster. What can I tell you?
Won't stop you.
Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Levitate, this hoverboard rap. Thank me now, you're welcome like a floor mat. Beat my format, tarot deck, I sort that. Pulled the magician, now you see my forecast. Royal Palace in the crystal ball. I'm a fully spitting bullets, that's John Wall. We dialing up classics in this own call. How you bounce back after the fall? That's a question. We building, not finessing. You got complaints or suggestions. Decided law is my reference. Y'all decorate, the essence is my preference. No hesitation with the demonstration. On my back is where you find the nation. No hesitation with the demonstration. On my back is where you find a nation. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Step into this ring, the gods of war sing. Drum steady pounding to the bloodstream coursing. Heed their warning just before the sword swings. Move north 4 degrees, avoiding its sting. Listen to their voices, sight unseen. Quiet all the noises, focus on just being.
The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Levitate this hoverboard rap. Thank me now, you're welcome like a floor mat. Beat my format, tarot deck, I sort that. Pulled the magician, now you see my forecast. Royal Palace in the crystal ball. I'm a fully spitting bullets, that's John Wall. We dialing up classics in this own call. How you bounce back after the fall? That's a question. We building, not finessing. You got complaints or suggestions. Decided law is my reference. Y'all decorate. The essence is my preference. No hesitation with the demonstration. On my back is where you find the nation. No hesitation with the demonstration. On my back is where you find a nation. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Step into this ring, the gods of war sing. Drum steady pounding to the bloodstream coursing. Heed their warning just before the sword swings. Move north 4 degrees, avoiding its sting. Listen to their voices, sight unseen. Quiet all the noises, focus on just being. I am one with the breeze that eases through the trees. I am one with the earth underneath your feet. I am water walking land in the form of man, the king of Siam. I am that I am. I'm that fire that's burning deep inside your heart. The synchronized senses moving your body parts smoothly with fluidness, highly intuitive. Knew the movements of your fist before you even did. With each step left, right, feeling oddly compelled, because the shadow box with God is to spar with the self.
Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Recognize your dark aspects, I don't mean skin tone. Outside shoes in the house, demons you bring home. Outside clothes on your bed, sleep with a night hat. Paralysis when you sleep, dreams every night bad. Subconsciously suppressed aspects, acts called jump. About negative behaviors, unravel is done. See the deepest trauma and guilt you push away. Causes depression, addiction, and anger you display. Identity is central to the practice of magic. Witchcraft help you rewrite and conquer your habits. Detrimental to the growth, exploring the shadow self of man. Learn the lesser banish with pentagrams. Get the black candle, a pen or a pin. Scratch shadow emotions and let the healing begin. Light it and meditate, burn it down to the end. It's locked in. This is what we call shadow boxing.
Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
This is all 9 lives, synchronized in perfect step, time after time, averting certain death. Before you leave, must relieve karmic debt, which begat this war within us. C-Tech best. This is all 9 lives, synchronized in perfect step, time after time, averting certain death before you leave. Must relieve karmic debt, which begat this war within us. C-Tech best, dust off records, our forebearers left. Put the needle to the groove, return to their mindset. Download begins, rewind cassette. Time is death, so then kill your clocks. This the will of Allah, filling you all to the rim, and then some till it spills and it falls over all facets of the masses. Transactions composed in maxims, revising your cannons. Drove past heaven, it was littered with abandoned mansions where adverse possessed like 5 or 6. Gave them back their addresses. I got family moving in. Forget the madness, let the reversion begin.
True Ali the mastermind, other leaders asinine. Never dropping facts, use emotions to pass the time. Never make it on my shrine, Kundalini up the spine. Halo glow to aftershoine, make you see the sign of times. Beeline to bloodline, Aquarian age flood minds. Rhyme like a plumb line, sometimes it's bud time. Rock mid-range deadly, all around the foul line. Playback on front line, Moorish is my guideline. Step and cause a fault line, throw your service offline. Watch them get outshine, cross me like a state line, get cut like a brake line. F you and your concubine, strangle with a fishing line. When I help is genuine, always from the heart. All chakras are intertwined, self you must redefine. More from the civil line, not the clandestine. Stake a vamp at chest line, sun stay stationary, shadow left behind. Say you don't want to, not that you have no sign. See good in everything and how you must train the mind. Give out some love and find peace sublime. Water and the key lime keeps the body alkaline. Law should remain divine, not too much maritime. Get all 13 journals of the Moorish paradigm. Israelites from Saraline, my path is the narrow line. Thought you had the upper hand, I saw it like a tarot line.
I'm painting with the big P in game 6. Unity about as crucial as game 6 of the finals. I'm glowing like I won a title, but Ellen Beta noble titles. Don't worship humans, that's a false idol. Heavenly vibes coming from my recital. Middle fingers to connivers and instigators. The truth to revive you like the liberators. So this a pump to the chest. Utilize what's useful and throw away the rest. My vegan ways have put the beef to rest. My calling got directed like receptionist. So think mother every time you see a crest. The Moors is here to put that bullshit to rest. So think mother every time you see a crest. The Moors is here to bring that bullshit to rest.
When I step in the center, they can tell I'm a winner, live my life right. Thank God, log, I'm not a sinner, live my life like I'm passing through time. Disastrous crimes, you killing up my people, I'm asking you back, that's why. You feeling the energy rise, because we open the eyes, we see the yoke skies and all them cop picking lies. That's how I battle enemies, I be using my energy. I move like the centipede, in the mirror see tending me. Pay attention to tendencies, trying to mess up the chemistry. We can be one big family. I do it for the nation. How many gon' stand with me? I got the prophet up front and you're mad at me. Can't love a man that look like you, but it's sad to see. I'm just acting like the children watching, and it has to be. Nationality got me feeling like a dad to beat. Grass sheep provide the beat, and I just had to bring the heat. Khalifa society, Canaanland Moors, Moorish connection, rise of the Moors, 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 Moors.
The future of your business is here. With Wix, you get advanced AI capabilities for more customization, more time, and more growth.
I'm gonna say it. Would you agree or disagree that physically on Earth, there's more black people than the overall Jewish community? Yes or no? I'm talking about if you were born and raised Jewish, are there more physical people a part of the Jewish community than the overall black community in numbers?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
I would probably say there's probably more black when you look at the continent of Africa.
Yeah, the whole world.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Yes. See, they got their shit together. Community, working with each other, doing dinners every Friday, putting the phone down and discussing the chess moves in the play. See, us as black people, we're fragmented. You can't do nothing fragmented. Can't do nothing jealous and envious. Now, This is not going to go viral because I got a Jewish daughter. So relax. Latinos, the Latin community, they don't move as a fragmented race and culture. That's why they own everything. That's why they buying up all of the businesses. The Asian community, they don't move as a fragmented culture. It's going to be controversial, but I'm going to say it. Would you agree or disagree that physically on Earth, there's more Black people than the overall Jewish community? Yes or no? Talking about if you were born and raised Jewish, are there more physical people a part of the Jewish community than the overall Black community in numbers?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
I would probably say there's probably more Black when you look at the continent of Africa.
Yeah, the whole world.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Yes. See, they got their shit together. Community, working with each other, doing dinners every Friday, putting the phone down and discussing the chess moves in the play. See, us as Black people, we're fragmented.
Peace, Moors. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to Prophet Noble Duality. So, we took one for the team yesterday. And we were vending at Umar's 1 hour lecture. Have people in there for 8 hours and all this. And good thing we didn't go early, like some of these other people. Went up there for an hour. And then made their announcement that they only got so much books and all that stuff. 60 notes a pop. Psychologist guy. 60 notes a pop for the book. Of course, everybody raided the table, bought out all their stuff. Like nothing left. But all the local people, they're leaving with stuff. That is not nothing new. This is how it goes out here. We already know what's up. You know what I mean? We have our diehards that are gonna check our table. You know, we have our diehards that we're gonna go make sure we get something from them. You know. But all we heard when he was up there, black, African, black. So we weren't gonna mess up their stuff because you know they had Q&A, all that stuff, and all the Moors who were there, we could have put our hand up and went and asked questions and all that. Had the whole stuff messed up. Right? But we have our own platform for that. We don't need to, you know, bamboozle their platform to try to, you know, make our point. We have our own platform to make our points. Nobody's not going to take our mic and shut our mic off and stuff like that when we start talking. And this is something that's a theme with the black scholar whoever's. This is something that they all do. Peep game. This is something that they all do, right? Just talking about black, and all this stuff. All right? Right. Peep game. This is all of them across the board. This is what they do. Right. All of them across the board. Right. This is what they do. All of them across the board. And it's not, you know, I don't know if the people just don't see it, or maybe, you know, it could be that they don't know. You know, because they were, you know, the Negro scholars been teaching our people wrong forever. So who knows what our people know? If they don't get it, if they don't see it, or what, but it's something that we're going to keep drawing attention to keep proving the point, right? With these warp-minded people above Mexico who want to play like they're from somewhere else when everybody else is from somewhere else, but they're coming here. They have their own spot, but they don't want to stay in their own spot. They want to come here. They want to keep you black forever so they can keep coming here. Remember, people game.
You can't do nothing fragmented. Can't do nothing jealous and envious. Now, this is not going to go viral because I got a Jewish daughter. So relax. Latinos, the Latin community.
How come you didn't call them brown, light brown, butterscotch, copper colored, cinnamon? Why they identify them by something having to do with a culture, a national people? You say Latin community. You already know who you're talking about. You already know who you're talking about. As soon as you hear that, you're not thinking across Atlantic Ocean, some people over there. As soon as you hear that, you're thinking everything Mexico and South. That's them. The Spaniard Latin people, they're the ones that's across over there. Latin people are on this side. How come they didn't call them some color, some adjective? How come they didn't call it South American? The South Americans,
they don't move as a fragmented race and culture. That's why they own everything. That's why they buying up all of the businesses. The Asian community.
As soon as you say Asian, you already know who they're talking about. No questions asked. We're not going into the denomination of these people from Asia that they would, connotatively identify as Asian. How come you didn't say yellow people? You ever wonder why they call you black, but they never say yellow people? Never. Never. Never, ever, 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 ever do they call them yellow people and talk about the yellow community and they're gonna get some yellow food and the yellow dragons of they're not talking like that. But every time it comes to you people above Mexico, you're talking about you're black. Why they only identify you like that? Why don't they play that game with anybody else? Remember this game that they've been playing. That we're putting you on to game because your own's been playing you. Right? Warping the history. You build something with a warp beam and see what happens. This is where they want our people. This is where they need them. Outside of the constitutional fold of government. having them thinking that there's something other than a national. Thinking that they're other than who their ancient foremothers and forefathers were. They want to keep you so far. Everybody else, though, oh yeah, we'll identify them in their free national name. Everybody else, nobody else. They're not going to be calling them colors. And like you say, when they say Asian, you can handpick which Asians. You can handpick them. So you already know Asian obviously isn't their identity. They're just using that. But these people above Mexico, they're not going to say they're descendants of Africa, but they'll say they're African. No. The people I know from the continent, they identify themselves by nationality. They don't identify themselves as African. And then within that nationality, there's some tribal connection. You realize a Congolese isn't African Canadian? They don't call them that? They call them by their nationality Canadian? You realize they're darker than you and they don't call them black? Everyone's playing you. Keep playing around. You're going to learn the hard way. And you're going to have you to blame.
Minister Louis Farrakhan once said, "We died to build America." Let that sink in for a moment. What does this statement mean to you?
Black men died at Pearl Harbor. Black men died in Guadalcanal, in the Solomon Islands, in the Philippines, at Iwo Jima. Black men died in North Africa fighting the Germans. Black men died at Anzio Beach, at Palermo, at Naples, to free Rome, to free Paris, to free Europe. Damn it! We died to build America. And America has rebuilt Germany and Japan. And the nigger is still suffering and dying in the streets of America.
Minister Louis Farrakhan once said, "We died to build America." Let that sink in for a moment. What does this statement mean to you?
Black men died at Pearl Harbor. Black men died in Guadalcanal, in the Solomon Islands, in the Philippines, at Iwo Jima. Black men died in North Africa fighting the Germans. Black men died at Anzio Beach, at Palermo, at Naples, to free Rome, to free Paris, to free Europe. Damn it! We died.
Why? 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 You don't know why? You really don't know why? You ever heard black according to science means death? You ever heard that before? Well, you never heard that? None of your nigger scholars ever told you that? That black according to science means death. Life has to do with science, doesn't it? No, so black and life, they have issues. You want to be light, not darkness. Nobody ain't going to the marvelous darkness. You're always coming out of darkness into light. It's always ascension. They want you to ascend. Black men died because they're black. You didn't see they just found another Black Lives whoever stealing finance. And people can still call themselves black. Right? So which lets you know now that this is mental warfare. If they have these brown people calling themselves black, they don't look like their hair, but they're black people. These people have mental issues. That's not a diss. That's reality. People aren't adjectives. That's not a Moorish thing. The Moors are doing something. That's not a Moorish thing. People aren't adjectives. They'll call you adjective all day, and they'll get finance to Mount Everest to keep you asleep in this dead status, aka black people. Death follows them. Slavery, some fall of some whatever, some bomb dropped on them. Oh, they're murdered in the street. Oh, mothers are. Oh, and it's all this negative stuff all the time. It's the black stuff. Maybe something's wrong here. Maybe the frequency is what's wrong. As people know.
A lot of Mexicans don't like blacks because I was talking to Mexicans. I said, "Why y'all don't like black people?" He said, "Black people, we're quick to turn on each other." You know what I mean? He said, when a Mexican come in, like we in jail, and he showed me. He said, "Let's sit right here and watch." So they bring new people in. He said, "Watch this. When a Mexican come in, other Mexicans run to the door, help him with his bag. When a white guy come in, white people go out there, help him out, get him situated. When a black person come in, all the black people sit back and say, we criticize you before you come through the door." And he said, "That's why I don't deal with black people." I was like, wow. He's like, "But yeah, black people are like the worst when it comes to,
how we treat each other."
And it's true.
Yeah.
A lot of Mexicans.
Why? Because if you're saying you're Mexican, that's a nationality. So because it's a nationality, they're going to fight for their nation and their fellow nationals before anybody. Black guy says racism, all racism, KKK. No. They're white to be European supremacists. They better stand up for their nation. But do they know the truth about their nation? All them European heraldry or whatever is Asiatics. All those knights' helmets and feathers and all that stuff in the crest, all that is Moorish. That's dark-skinned people stuff from Europe. Whatever European country you want to name, all of them got touched by our people. And when our people touched those places, everybody was calling them black people. Everybody knew them as Moors. So when the other nationalities see Moors, knowing that we're not black, they want to hug and handshake and talk for hours and all that stuff, because most of the time they're dealing with niggers who they know are the worst of the worst. Whether you got a tie on, whether you got a good job. But as soon as they start talking black, well, anybody want to deal with them. They're going to end up playing them. They're thinking that there's some mutual feelings or something. No, it ain't. Nobody respects black people. Everybody knows black people are the worst of the worst. They don't hear what Moors are saying. Moors are being condescending. All right. It's the truth. Truth supposed to hurt your ass. Supposed to hurt you. It's supposed to want to grab your back and rub it, because oh my gosh, that truth got you good. You know, they left the thorn in when they whipped you. You got a good one. So I was talking with Brother DeWitt yesterday, and he was telling me about the international flags for the people of African descent. And when he's explaining, because the Moors, you know, some of the Moors were at the event. So at the end of the lecture, they bring this flag up, right? Because they're gonna, you know, present it to the great Dr. Umar and all that, right? And you know, do the book thing and take the pictures and all that stuff. That stuff was about 2 hours, the taking the pictures, which was crazy too. These people paid all their finance, hear him talk for 1 hour and take pictures for 2 hours. Crazy. So we're sitting there, you know, just listening to the you say the explanation. And you got the stripe one. The early travels of the Moors across the ocean. And then the Moors just looking at each other. Right, looking at each other. Like, okay. So go talk with the Moor after. And he's saying the Moorish history is a very important history. You know, these are Pan-Africans, Garveyites, you know, Umar people and all that. He was on stage too. Accepting, he didn't, ain't no Moors and that sovereign citizen and all that stuff, yeah, you know. Because he knows what's up. All his elders in Philly are Moors and all that. He already knows what's up. Why keep playing the black game with you? He's accepting. Unless he's going to take flag and go do some BS with it after. But in accepting the flag, then you're accepting what comes with it. And what comes with it is that the Moors are an important part of this. And because it's been so neglected, it's imperative that the people be told, especially by the ones who know. So it's not just Moors talking about it. It's Hebrew Israelites talking about the Moors. and it's Egyptologists talking about the Moors, and it's the Nuwapians talking about the Moors, and the Nation of Islam talking about the Moors, and the Christians talking about the Moors, and the Islamic whoever's talking about the Moors, the Rastafarians talking about the Moors, and all these people should be talking about the Moorish history. Especially if they got destruction of black civilization, Chancellor Williams, and he told them, you must contend for recognition as Moors, or Negroes not making it. Garvey told them, if you're going to be happy, you're going to have a nationality. Negro's not going to be happy until he has a nationality. Again, this is a vital part of our history. The fact that we are not Negro, black, colored, Indian, African, and any other misnomers. We are Moors. It's not a diss to everything that we thought we knew. You have to throw everything away. But if you really want to make it all one, look at it as Moorish. Then you wouldn't have any issues if you're Moorish Hebrews and Moorish Nation of Islam and Moorish Rastafarian and Moorish Pan-African and Moorish. Just put Moorish on it. So we can show unity. Because unity is nationality. And everybody else, the Mexicans ain't talking about the copper-colored people. They have a nationality. The Guatemalans, regardless of what skin tone they have, all of them have one nationality. Light skin Brazilians. Only above Mexico they play that BS. Have to recognize, okay, all the Egyptologists, whoever. Egypt fell, the Moors became the custodians of the ancient Karmic knowledge. George G.M. James' stolen legacy, everybody has that in their library. So if the Moors are the custodian of the ancient Egyptian stuff, then why are people still talking about ancient Egypt for? Everybody, they should be talking about the Moors then. If the Moors are the custodians of the ancient Egyptian knowledge, then what are we talking about ancient Egypt for? Should we talk about the Moors and what they did with that knowledge? No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So, time will tell. But honors to the ones who do know. Supreme honors to the ones who do know. Honors to you for knowing the truth about who we are and not fighting it, right? Embracing it. Because it's truth. Why wouldn't you embrace it? Why wouldn't you embrace it? It's the truth. Yeah, I know. It's a hard pill to swallow. Our own been lying to us. Our own's been lying to us. Right? They didn't tell us the truth. They didn't tell us the truth about our nationality and our birthrights. Honors to all the Moors. Honors to those studying. And not just being a leader guy. You reach the pinnacle of some whatever. No. Constant learning. It doesn't stop. And then honors to all the parents who are teaching their children the truth. Honors to you. Because that's great that the younger generations are getting this before we got it. Supreme honors to Noble Drew Ali for bringing us the truth that was kept away. The truth that was kept away. We got it now. It's over with. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to all the mothers. Islam to all. Islam to all.